Welcome back! Oh my gosh, it's 6:30. It is Thursday. I just had to think for a minute. Thursday today. So we're going to be making some pad thai, keto pad thai. We've only got one packet of shirataki noodles, so I'm thinking we might make a normal version of pad thai and then a keto version of pad thai and see which you guys prefer, or which we prefer. Which works out and the difference between them, because I'm actually quite excited to use shirataki noodles again. So for those that don't know, I did my Miss Molly Minute on it last week, and basically shirataki noodles are konjac noodles, or waterfall noodles, I think they're called as well in China. Basically they're really super low carb. They can't say zero carb because the FDA says that that's not a thing, so they have to say super low carb. And it's a great alternative when you feel like something chewy and feel like noodles. We made some ramen last week and they were really tasty. So it's exciting to be able to see what we can do with this pad thai. And we're gonna redo a recipe that I made in November last year. It's nearly a year, 10 months ago. We're gonna be making a peanut butter cheesecake, so a dairy-free cheesecake, and let me tell you, it is amazing. So I mean, you know how we were saying that I'm trying to get some more vessels or cooking pots and stuff to do smaller sizes. So I found this today, and this is a perfect purchase for today's stream actually. But look how cute it is. So it's a casserole dish like that, and look what it says in the middle. It was $7. It was on sale, so I was like, I had to get it. So it's from We Are Cheeky, Hungry to Help. Porcelain dishwasher safe. Oh shit, it doesn't say oven safe. What? Porcelain dishwasher safe, microwave safe. Doesn't say oven safe. Bake. Why is it called bakeware then? Usually it says Can you bake in porcelain? Okay, before we go into this issue, let's go back to last time on and we'll show you what we made. So we streamed on Tuesday, 2 days ago, and we had some follows, 3 subs, bits, and some hosts. We made these funfetti, well, we were gonna make funfetti cupcakes, but it turned out we made some chocolate cupcakes with either ganache, or we had some with peanut butter filling as well, with some really colorful icing. We made a meringue buttercream, and then also made this lemon and artichoke bake. Oh gosh, it was really tasty. I think that I'll make it a little bit different next time, but I really enjoyed it. I think it just there was a lot of sauce. It kind of needs some thickening agent and some more flavor in there as well, but I really enjoyed it. So yes. All right, so let's bring that chat up. It is super cold in here. And I have a really sore back. So we're in the process of moving house. I'm packing boxes and I'm lifting stuff up, and I've hurt my lower back, and it's down here. And so it's really hard to stretch. It's just showing you guys the thing that we got. So we were so lucky, and I feel so grateful to receive our first ever swag bag from a video game company. So we received this yesterday from 2K Games. So they make Borderlands, which we played on stream before, so Borderlands 1 and 2. They also do XCOM. There's Mafia in there, but more excitingly for us and for me is NBA 2K. So they gave us another hoop and a full-size basketball and some shirts, which is super exciting. And when we move the house, we don't have to take that one with us, so we've got another one. So I'm so grateful for 2K for giving us this amazing package. We're going to do some giveaways with it. But look at that songbird as well. It's super cool. And Ben Simmons, yeah! So he plays for Philadelphia. And I'm very excited to play Borderlands 3 and some NBA, which is really cool, because that goes along with our Double or Nothing. So in the new house, we've got some exciting plans for it all. All right, so I need to know, can you bake porcelain? That's my question. Yaksha deme ramen with Tokyo soy sauce. I tried konjac noodles once. I must say it's not for me. See, Macarena, I want you to maybe try them again because I made them a few weeks ago, maybe last week or the week after before. But I didn't prepare them right, and then so I've done my research, and they say to prepare them in a certain way, and then they just taste really neutral flavored, and they taste better. So I'm gonna try that tonight and see what we can do, see what we can create. Ew, konjac. It'll be right. Too bad NBA 2K went full. I was just about to say, what is Exceed doing? What's going on? L3. CRO, hello L3, welcome. Mino, how you doing? Moving all Exceed's action figures. I've hurt my back from hurting all Exceed's action figures, yes. No you can't, Molly. I've worked with clay and I know you can't. I thought so. What the frick? Maybe, I don't know if, okay, let me just check this recipe. I don't know if you bake it. I think you bake it. The base of it, that's all. I'm so angry then. I'm gonna take this shit back. I think you bake the bottom. Let me check. Yeah, 180 degrees. Okay, Google, can you bake porcelain?
On the website cooking.stackexchange.com, they say, both stoneware and porcelain are normally oven safe, unless decor elements have been added after the finale glaze is applied and the coffee mug is baked in a furnace.
By the way, who are you rooting for in the NBA, Molly? Well, I don't really stay up to date with it, so I can't really comment. But I went to when I was in Chicago. I've always grown up with Chicago Bulls, and my brother. When I was in Chicago, I bought my brother a jersey or Guernsey with his name, Belgor, embroidered in the back. But you know who Ben Simmons is? How bad can it be? But I don't know. I don't. Yeah. I'd go. I don't know. I don't even know who to say to even sound smart. It is. Well, yeah, nah. I'm not gonna even. I'd go Bulls. Just Bulls. Just. Well, think about. All right, I'll think about it. I'll think about it and get back to you. How about that? Who do you go for? Who do you go for? See, when we were in the US, it's always been the wrong season. We've gone in summer, where we've missed American football, gridiron, whatever it's called. We went to baseball. We actually managed to get a baseball game in. We saw the Mets versus the Giants. And that was super cool. We sat there, we had no idea what was going on. We cheered when the crowd cheered. We drank when the crowd drank. And I drank the best hot chocolate with whipped cream. And it was that was all about the experience, right? But I had no idea how baseball works. I watched Dimu's stream. If you've seen Daddy Dimu's stream, he plays a lot of baseball. And I can never still understand what's going on. The bottom of the ninth makes no sense to me. But yeah, I've always wanted to go to a basketball game in America or a football game. I don't get baseball as well. Okay, so I'm gonna wing it, and this cost me $7. So do you think I should bake with it? It's only 180 degrees. Come on. It's only for 10 minutes. I'm gonna do it, because if you don't do it now, then I'll never know. So I'm gonna do it, okay? May live to regret. All right, so we're gonna do a cheesecake. So it's got 3 layers. You want to do a hazelnut and almond base. Then we're gonna do a cream, the cheesecake center that is going to be using macadamia nuts. So here I have about a cup of macadamia nuts that I've been soaking for the last few hours. And we'll see, we're gonna blend that and that makes a really creamy, you could use cashew as well, but I like macadamia. It makes a really creamy base. cashew milk. It's really creamy, and there's no like kernels. Where you make almond milk, you've kind of got the byproduct, whereas macadamias as well as cashews, they just use when you blend it, it just kind of all turns into like a thick milk. So with this, you just want to blend the nuts, and it makes like a really creamy paste. With cashews, you can put lemon juice in to make like a cream cheese, or sour cream or whatever. But that's like another alternative that you can use with the product. Okay, so first things first. Oh, guys. So you know how my pantry is always so tidy. Look at this. It's like half gone. I packed all the stuff and I pulled it all across. So like my pantry's got like nothing in it now. Only the basis stuff that we need this week. And then we're packing up. So we find out on maybe we're gonna get Troy's family or Exceed's family to go and check out the house for us on Monday, and then we probably should find out Tuesday or Wednesday if we get the house that we want, which is very, very exciting because it's amazing. You guys are gonna love it. We have so many plans for our stream. It's like the coolest house ever. I need to clean my house a bit. Okay, let's go down here. I apologize if I'm a bit stiff and I'm moving really awkwardly. I'm not gonna dance or anything tonight because my moving house sucks. I'm gonna need a massage or go to the chiropractor or something. So here we have hazelnuts, and then here we have almonds. We also need some baking powder. There. I love this recipe. I'm super excited. Coconut oil. A massage. Oh yeah, I love. They're just so expensive. Okay, and some maple syrup. So we're using the maple syrup that came all the way from Canada, from Raiden or Nightblade. How you doing, Apple? Welcome back. And an egg yolk as well. So the egg yolk's gonna help bind it and bring it together. And last but not least, some vanilla. There we go. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go over here. Actually, do you want a coffee? I want a coffee. I'm doing alright. I'm just got a bit of a sore back, so I'm just kind of like just complaining for the sake of complaining, really. Being a bit sad and sorry for myself. Am I late? I didn't realize it's up. Nope, we haven't started cooking yet. Don't worry. No problem. Hey, Strip. No coffee for... Exceed, you told me that you wanted a coffee on stream. How can you change your mind? You're too young to complain. Oh, just smell... This dog smelling the dishwasher. Get out of it. Okie dokie. So I want a coffee. I want a coffee. So what's happening, guys? Oh, coffee, that's a good idea. Hey, Skip. Hello. Okay. So, ow, I just did everything. My co-worker had a bad day today, so he did some squats. What? He squatted? What? Oh, a back today, sorry. So he said he had a fucked up day. Okay, my bad. He did squats. Squats to help your back, eh? Lemons all for trying the new yummy vessel. Alright, sounds good. We're just gonna try it. If it breaks, it'll just like crack. So you can just cake all the food out of it. It was a rough day. How you doing, Yaksha? Alright, coffee. So, he hasn't died, so he hasn't, like, I know that it's not too bad, but I had this heat pack that one of the girls at work gave me yesterday, and it's like a stick-on thing, so I put it on my lower back and I went to sleep. And then this morning, because it was like stuck to your back and you know how you move around, so I pulled it off and put it next to my pillow. And then I thought to myself, I had that thought, and I thought, I better not leave this here because Chester will grab it. And like, I thought, oh, make sure when you get up, you take it. Didn't get up, and I got out of bed, obviously, but I didn't take it. And so the dogs were quiet, and they've just been sleeping on the bed all day. So I walk in, and there's all this like, looks like dirt on the floor. And I was thinking, oh, Chester's bought something inside again, because this is what he does. Like, he gets bored and brings trees inside through the doggy door and whatever. But then I saw his mouth, and then I saw the packet, and he had it like all on his beard. And so it doesn't seem like he's eaten it because it's not toxic, but like he seems fine. But yes. It's a little kitty eating a donut. Oh, that's so cute. It was inspired by my name. Really? Really, Strip? So your name I would think of as like a cat taking its clothes off eating a donut. See, get an ice strip for donuts. Whatever. So, in some very, very sad news. Hey Kat, how you doing? So Exceed's family are picking up, Exceed's dad is picking up our puppies on Tuesday, and we're a bit worried because they have another dog, and unfortunately that the older dog has been a little bit unwell, and he's been having blood noses because he's a little bit elderly, and he had a tumor, I think a tumor in his nose. He's been having blood noses. And last night he was a little bit unwell, and they thought they'd take him to the vet because he was coughing up phlegm rather than no blood, and the vet said that he was in some pain, and they put him down last night, which is really sad. So we were worried about our dogs going there with the puppy, the dog that was unwell. It's really sad that probably shouldn't leave heat patches on while asleep. If you left them can cause kidney damage. Oh, thanks for that, Strip. That's probably, I needed to know that. Thank you. My pooch died from a tumor in his eye. Feels bad, man. Yeah. So we've just organised some flowers to go to Exceed's family. Romeo feels room. So we've organised some flowers for tomorrow for the family. Romeo. And it's a bit sad. And I was really worried about I'm still worried about the dogs going there because we don't want to upset them. But it might be the best thing for them to have the noise in the house, because it's the worst thing when, like, if our dogs are at holiday camp, we call it the kennel, or once we've got home for a holiday, or it's really sad. The house is really quiet and it just makes you miss them more, I think. So maybe the Romeo and Chester will keep their minds busy. We'll just open on them and make sure. Alright, just getting some milk. I'm actually really hungry. Who likes pad thai? Who's had pad thai before, guys? Oh, April. Yeah. But, he's in puppy heaven right now, and he's probably out of pain, which is the most important thing. Okay, so we need 1 cup of hazelnuts. Heck, all of the hazelnuts. And then some, I just want to check that this is enough, because I want it to fit this whole container, so. I like to have a little bit more. You've never had pad thai. Are you a fan of like Asian food, April? I don't live in the only Thai restaurant. Strip, you can make it yourself. You can make it yourself. Your sub, you've got all the ingredients. I'm just trying to, this is like wet. So for some reason I hit it on my jeans to dry it. Rather than using the dishcloth that's here, I wiped it on my leg. Molly. That's Molly for you. It's almost 2 a.m. Hey, good cat. Who has time working 7 days a week though? I'd love to, yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that. All right, I'm gonna mute the mic and I'm going to do a quick Miss Mellow mix. Hey, Sensei. All right, I feel like I'm in an elevator. It's a mixed music. You love Asian food, then I think you like pad thai. All right, so that is mixed up. So that's your hazelnuts and your almonds to make hazelnut meal and almond meal. If you don't want to buy it, it's just a cheaper alternative. Ooh. Okay. So here is your nuts, gut nuts. Okay, so into that we're gonna add half, I'm just gonna add a little bit more because I don't get why people call the elevator music. No elevator I've seen has this music. I agree, Strip. I agree. You need to go to one of them fancy elevators. The elevators at work always, well, I can't say work anymore because as of yesterday, guys, I'm officially unemployed. Yesterday was my last day at work. Oh my goodness. It feels so weird to say that. I haven't been unemployed like ever since I finished school. Even at school, I always had jobs and stuff. I would work on the holidays with my mum and dad. But as soon as I graduated, I had the White Ranger. Hello, welcome back. Thank you for those bits. Ever since I finished school, I had a job, and then I went to uni and I had jobs at uni, and now I have no job. So we're moving house next Friday. So the puppies. Today is Thursday, so they go on a flight on Tuesday, and then we fly Friday, and then by next week, like Tuesday or Thursday, this time next week, we'll find out. We'll know where we're living. We'll know if we've got this house. If not, we'll be homeless. Your resume must be great, Molly. There you go, Chester. My resume has 3 jobs on it. So it's specifically to nursing now. So I have my graduate program, and then my time at the Melbourne Hospital, and then the educating position. So they're the 3. So yeah. I used to work in sales and waitressing and things like that, but now I'm in it. I wasn't it. I don't know what to say, but yeah. Me and my family also have to move soon. Different house, not state. How many in your family, Strip? How many in your house? Okay, so in here we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. So I'm gonna go over to the microwave and melt this coconut oil up so that we can use it tonight. I realized this afternoon what was that? afternoon at like 3:30 because that's the time Exceed gets home. They hadn't eaten anything all day. And so I made myself bacon and eggs, but I'm so hungry. My parents forbid me to work in hospital due to them being a little germ freakish. If I ever get a job in a hospital, I wouldn't be living with them. But a hospital is very clean. Like, I understand that there's more bacteria, like, I don't know. You get more job, like, oh, see, can you get the dog, please? 5 people in my family, including me. That's like me as well. My mom, my dad, my 2 brothers, and myself. But now we have Exceed. We have my sister-in-law as well. And then my mom's partner. My dad's partner. Lots. Minus 4 hours of MHW release and no pre-download. Oh my gosh. What is MHW? Ooh, golly. So here, you're gonna do 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna do a little bit more because I added more of everything else. Okay, so tonight I need to make some granola as well because Exceed's been busting my chops because I have no granola for his morning breakfast. So we have yogurt every morning, and I keep saying I'm gonna make yogurt, make some granola for on stream, and I always forget. It'd give me PTSD. Oh, okay, that's not good. All right, so there's your egg yolks. That's gonna help combine and keep it together. They're left over from Tuesday's stream, where we needed it because what do we need it for? Oh yeah, all the we used all the egg whites for the buttercream. Right, we might put a little bit of. It doesn't really need a lot of sweetener, but what chops do you have to bust, Molly? What does MHW mean? A Monster Hunter World. Okay. That's the game that J-Mood was playing, wasn't it, Dixie? Guna, hello! How you doing? Alright, so that is going to be your base. Just going to wipe this out because it just got some hazelnut stuff on it. I already cleaned it out. So now what you want to do, I might actually put some baking paper in there just to protect if it does break. So I'm going to spray it. It will be easy to take out as well. Okay. This is so awkward. Do it bend down. So here like this. Just want to push it in with your fingers and run it like that. It's nice and square, which is nice. And pull the corners out like that. I'm just going to give a bit of viewage. Okay, so I want to neaten it up, so I'm just going to cut. My boss was happy to hear you both enjoyed your donuts. Aw, lovely. We were very, very happy. That being said, I want to try this caramel filled one though. That sounds really good. It's Mars, you said? That's the caramel filled one? Have you got your delivery yet? This recipe is full of nuts, so A good healthy fats, beautiful snack. If you wanted to, this one's not keto, but they easily can swap it out. Use stevia instead of the maple syrup. I don't have a lot of stevia, so that's why I'm using some maple syrup in there as well. I ran out. There we go. Still says yummy. Look at that. Haven't got a caramel delivery still. Oh my gosh. How come it hasn't arrived? Can't you just make your own caramel as well? Just get some sugar and make it. I suppose it's you want to know that it's perfect, but still, can't believe it hasn't arrived. I'm just gonna use my fingers. No, shouldn't use your fingers. All right, so scraps of this baking paper. I'm just going to go like this. Let's push that off. It's specially made salted caramel. Well, it's not special if it doesn't deliver on time. Alright. So I just put some spray on this so it doesn't stick. Basically what I'm doing is just using this to push it down and make a nice even base. Maybe this was too small. Maybe I should have used less. I'm gonna take a little bit out. Like that. You can always use that for cookies or whatever. Because I remember last time this did, using the baking powder, it did rise a little bit. So I just want to make sure that it's nice and even and not too thick. There's nothing worse than a cheesecake that has too much base. I know it's all about that base, no treble, but can't make a toffee popcorn donut either. Macarena, thank you so much for those bits. This is your hand now. Into those corners, and there you go. Oh, it tastes so good, so good. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's go. So this here, this base, you can just like roll into a ball or flatten out, and it just makes a nice cookie. I'm gonna use this here. Okay, let's make our second layer. Oh, we might make it later because then we'll cook the bad time. No, we better make it now. Oh, so good. Okay, put this away. So the peanut butter cheesecake filling is, like I said before, macadamia nuts that have been drained, and I'm going to rinse them in a minute. Almond milk or coconut milk. I have soy milk here because Exceed drinks that, and I don't want to open the almond milk. Maple syrup, coconut oil, peanut butter in there as well. So just thinking, should I put it in the NutriBullet, which I think I will. It's so much easier to blend it in the NutriBullet rather than get my food processor out. Okay. Okay, so in here, we want to rinse and drain these. Has anyone made like a raw cheesecake or anything like that before? use nuts, like soaked nuts in any recipe? Okay, so that's your nuts. Okay, now we want half a cup of this milk. I'm happy we've got a new Supergirl movie in the works. They've already got the writer. Oh, really? That sounds cool. So who's gonna play the Supergirl? Oh wait. Did I see like something about Ruby Rose playing a Not a fan of cheesecake. Never. You don't like cheesecake? That's why you've not made it, or you? That's true. So half a cup there of soy milk. You don't really taste it, so don't really worry. We also want some maple syrup. There. Coconut oil. Half a cup. There we go. Okay, Google, add coconut oil to my shopping list. So half a cup, half a cup, half a cup.
Okay, I've added coconut oil to your shopping list.
125 grams of peanut butter. Oh gosh, it's not hard or anything. So there's 375 grams of this. So like maybe like a third of the jar. What do you think? What do you think, Jet? I think my sound card is done. Oh no. Maybe it's me that's done. Not confirmed yet. Okay. So peanut butter flavored. I haven't tried any other flavor. Maybe I could try and make this another day with the peanut butter is really good. And I've lowered the maple syrup. Yeah, because I just think it'll be too sweet. Okay. Vanilla beans. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, baby, do you love that? Vanilla bean paste. Makes a terrible noise. It's like nearly running out. Usually I use powder, like a vanilla bean powder, but this, like, when we moved here, I don't know where to get it over here. It's not online. I used to go to a place and it lasted me forever. Okay. We need 1 tablespoon of gelatin. So this is all gonna go in here. Like that. And now you need 25 mils of water, which... Okay, Google, how many mils in a quarter of a cup?
0.25 US cup equals 59.147 milliliters.
Okay, Google, repeat.
I said 0.25 US cup equals 59.147 milliliters.
So it's quarter, like an eighth of a cup. Oh, 20 mils, so it's a tablespoon. Easy. Hello, wonderful chefs. Ezekiel Squirrel, how are you doing? Old Snake, hello, guys. Hello, what's happening? Emily Blunt could be great Supergirl, but she also looks amazing in blonde hair. Well, Ruby Reese is playing Batwoman. Oh, okay, I did see her somewhere. Kate Kane in the new CW Batwoman series. Okay, I'm liking this cast dress. Cool, that's exciting. All right, so I need gelatin, which is here. So gelatin is also going to act Gelatin is going to be your like thickening agent. It's going to kind of keep it like a cheesecake. So we have 1 tablespoon. It's a bit wet. So. Emily Blunt, I don't think I've seen her with blonde hair. What movie did she have blonde hair? I saw that today actually, I heard. I think it's true. Okay, So then we're gonna add some warm water to this and then make it bloom, what they say. So it's really just reactivating because gelatin has been like freeze-dried. And you want about 25 mils of water. So a tablespoon enough water. So what's happening is you're reactivating, just like you do with yeast. You just reactivate it. Oh gosh, where's my spoon? I can't find my spoon. Do a shoey. Hey Glenn, what's happening? I'm not gonna do a shoey with gelatin, but you're more than welcome. So it's reactivating it there. So then we're going to put this in here and we're going to blend it until it's nice and creamy. So that's your gelatin that's going to be making it like a gel and thickening. If you want a vegan version, you could use, I think it's called agar. That racist jail show she was in like 2 episodes. You're talking about Orange is the New Black. Is it racist? I didn't know that. Old Snake. I don't think that she's ugly. But if you do that. I don't think we should call people ugly. Okay. So if you don't like it anymore, that's no problem. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick Miss Molly mix. Once I find where I put the lid. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna mute the mic and do a quick Miss Molly mix. We're gonna blend this up till it's nice and thick and creamy. Alright. So, I'm just saying to Exceed that it's really thick that I don't know if I forgot an ingredient. But it is so smooth. that. So it's not full, obviously, but I don't know why. It's not blending. Oh, so good. It tastes amazing. Okay. How long has that been baking for? Maybe we do it like a minute or two. Okay, so see how this is so thick? I don't know if it's all like that or it's just. So this is basically almonds, soy milk, maple syrup, little bit of salt, gelatin, vanilla, coconut oil. That's it. But it is so smooth, which is really cool. It's a bit thick though. Oh, it's just so good. So I think I don't let that cool because it's got gelatin in it. But I feel like that's got to bake longer. I just put that lid on like that. Put it to the side. So now we're gonna make our pad thai. A pad thai. I see photos of Emily Blunt in blonde hair when she's on the red carpet, and that's good. Like she looks good. I think she's beautiful, and she's also dating Jim. Jim from The Office. So for you guys that don't know, Exceed and I watched, I think it was this year. We started this year, Exceed. We watched every episode of The Office because I'd never seen it. Jim was a dick though. Why do you say that, Oddsnake? It's fact. Bears eat pigs. Okay, Google. Give me a quote from The Office.
L.M. Montgomery once said, "It's been my experience that you can nearly always enjoy things if you make up your mind firmly that you will."
No. Google fail. She looks fun. Have you ever made slug burgers? I want to try and make some soon. Slug burgers? Like with slugs in them? From your garden? He was jealous and emotional and always sensed this underlying rage in him. I don't like him. Okay. That's not from The Office. No. He was mean to Dwight. What's your favorite quote from The Office? So, pad thai can have prawns and chicken, or it can just have prawns, or it can just have chicken. We're just doing chicken today because Exceed doesn't eat prawns. And we're doing it with shirataki noodles. So these are konjac noodles, shirataki noodles. They're super low calorie, and we made them. Used them with ramen maybe a week ago or a week and a half ago. So I'm gonna try them again. And I've been doing some research, right, on ways to cook them. And they say to strain them and like rinse them quite a lot and then pan fry them. Or they could stick with Melissa Benoist. She's playing Supergirl in the series. She's doing a great job. Well, I suppose it will give that continuity. It's kind of weird when they get like different actors to play different roles. My favorite Office quote: "I'm an early bird and a night owl, and I'm very wise and happy." Michael's good. Oh god, put the thing in the oven. Shit. All right, So can confirm, seems bakeable. It's got a sticker on the side that's just peeled off. But I can confirm it hasn't cracked or anything, guys. So this is bakeable. We were wondering because it says it's porcelain and it doesn't say that you can bake it. But YOLO, and we did it. Okay, so even though it's warm, let's just let it cool. Let's just give it a break. You'd definitely be Andy. Okay, so ingredients. Now, Andy, that character was annoying. He was a special type of something. Okay, so your contact noodles, you just want to rinse them off with a lot of water. So we're going to maybe make 2 versions of pad thai today. The original one and then the konjac noodle one. The low calorie one, and see what's better. So I'm just going to let these sit in some nice fresh water for a bit. So you've got your konjac noodles. Then we have some fish sauce, obviously. My BPD, I don't know what that means. Nah, Andy, that was, I agree with keeping the same actors and actresses as it keeps with consistency. Probably be Creed. Was it Creed? That was the, I don't care about spoilers. Creed was the killer? No, was it Creed? Anyway, I don't remember. The Strangler. No, it was, what's his face? Toby. Okay, so fish sauce, either soy sauce or coconut aminos. I bet it was, him being a killer is no spoiler. I bet it was Toby, he was the worst. It was just so cringy, and that's the thing. Michael was just so cringy all the time. It's like, oh my God, did you say that? Like, and that's what made him the best, I think. Have you guys watched Parks and Rec? I loved going back to the office, I really loved Michael and, what was the girl's name? What was her name? I forget. And like their relationship, because they were both awkward together. I think that's what made them perfect. Okay, we're gonna use some stevia to a little bit of sweetness, because you can use either some backstrap molasses, or usually you'd use like brown sugar. You could use coconut sugar as well, but we're just gonna use some stevia, because Asian recipes have a lot of spicy, salty, sugary kind of balance. I watched a bit of Parks and Rec after my last office binge. Didn't keep me interested. You have to kind of keep going with it. That's what I found. We haven't watched it for a while, but we were watching like an episode maybe once a week, because that's how much downtime we have. When we're not at work, we're at Molly work. I can't stand Ron. Yep, I like Parks as well. I can't stand Tom though. Tom is creepy. Oh my gosh. I wish I could understand the humor. So Guna, I always was like, oh God, like what is this? And Exceed made me push through and keep watching The Office, and I'm glad that I did, because after a while you get it, you get to learn everybody, their quirks and stuff. Just, I promise, persevere. Just get through a season and then see how you go, because you will get packed. You will get hooked. Ron is like Todd Packer. Gotta skip that episode. Oh God, Todd Packer makes me want to. No, Ron is nothing like Packer. I didn't like Packer either. I like Ron. Ron's pretty cool. Alright, what else we got? Some chili flakes. here. We're gonna use some chicken. So I have some chicken thighs here. What else? Coconut oil for cooking. Some garlic. Some eggs and some bean shoots. And then we've got some spring onion as well. I'm gonna add some carrot in there as a little bit of carrot. Some spring onion or green onions and some coriander. That's it. Super easy styles. Todd Pack is just like over, like just gross and ugh. I could try that. If it doesn't work, then I'm sorry. What do you mean, Guna? Oh yeah, no. Try to season and see how you go. I'm not holding you against it. Some people aren't for it. I always thought I wasn't for it, and then I kind of got hooked. So yeah, and then I was like, next episode. I'd shave his mustache off and put it in a salad, which I would make him eat. Hearing the word Guna on Twitch is weirding me out. Why? Desitron! Pad Thai, yes. Okay, so first things first. We're gonna pan fry this. No, we'll do that in a minute. Off was so slow as well. First season was really weak. Yeah, I suppose it's the same with everything, but you gotta get into that second season where it kicks off. That's the same definitely for Parks and Rec. The first season was like, don't know, but then it got better because they do the pilot, and then they kind of just want to pitch it, and then all the shit happens in the second season because then they get green lighted. Green lighted? I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We've got chicken thighs. I'm going to cut the skin off and debone them because these are just left over from our stream on Tuesday. I should use a paring knife, but can't be bothered. So you just want to run your knife around here. If you use a nice sharp paring knife, it would be a lot neater. Does anyone give me your ideas for back pain? I've had anti-inflammatories, not like only the ones that I can get from the counter. Cute! Hello! Welcome to Miss Molly Makes. We are making vegan, not vegan, God, we're not making vegan. We're doing keto pad thai and some raw vegan cheesecake. How are you? Wrong knife, my OCD. Did you hear me say it's the wrong knife? You don't have to tell me it's the wrong knife. But yes. I know it's the wrong knife. Okay. Did they enjoy the cupcakes? I think they did. Goes me, I can't believe you were the only one that's remembered. They did. I think the peanut butter ones were always the best, but I didn't want to use all my peanut butter because I had to use it tonight, so I gave them the ganache, and that was good as well. They better have loved him. So this time next week will be our last night in this house. So we've got, if you haven't joined our giveaway, just remembering that it is drawn this weekend. If you want to get your hands on some Australian goodies, Send you a pic of my new kitchen at the apartment. Yay, Desi! I forgot you're moving as well. Brand new appliances. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Because we move house. Well, the dogs leave on Tuesday. Speaking of dogs, Romeo's just coming into the kitchen. We're leaving on Tuesday. Yes, I heard you say I wouldn't have known otherwise. Okay, Macarena. I thought you were just trying to debate me. And yeah, the dogs leave on Tuesday. I'm just gonna take all this skin off, but I don't want to do it with both my hands. So let's see. The dogs fly on Tuesday, and then we fly on Friday. So tomorrow, like next week, is gonna be such a hard week that's why like my back is sore now, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to wait, and like I need to strengthen it and do some exercise and stuff so it doesn't get bad for next week, because we're going to be lifting a lot of heavy shit, a lot of boxes, moving around. But we can, if I find like a massage place, like a cheap massage place, I might go once we get back, when we fly home. When I had my back issues 2 years ago, my friend from physiotherapy gave me a set of exercises for neck and back. After a week or so, it went away. Depends on the issue, right? Yeah. Do you know what you did? Can you tell me what you did? What exercises? I know what to do, but like I was exercising this morning. I was laying on my tummy and like kicking my legs out, so and doing hamstring exercises to strengthen your hamstrings, because that will take the pressure off your back, lower back. And then I've been doing like some stretches and yoga and stuff. I don't know what's happened. Like, I usually aggravate it, and then it gets worse. So I don't know. It was really good for the last few months. So I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's just because of all the house moving and stuff. Sometimes Maxine reckons it flares up when I've got like stuff going on. Like I'm busy. So I have them in doc, but it's in Polish. Okay, no problem. Don't worry. You can. Thank you very much for thinking of me there. So these are chicken thighs. So once we finish cooking this, we'll put our cheesecake in the fridge. Do, 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 do. Ugh. So I was talking to my grandmother today, and she was like, "Did you get the house?" And I was like, "We haven't found out yet." And she's like, "I'll pray for you." And she's so sweet. And then we told her about Exceed's family dog that just passed away last night. And she was like, if they're not up to it, I wish I was home, but you know, you could send, because my grandmother's like 70, and 70 this year actually. And she was like, there's an older lady around the corner that looks after my dog when I travel. You know, I can give you her name and number, and you can get in contact with her. Her name is Lily, and Lily can look after. I was like, if this Lily lady is like 80, and she can't look after one dog, let alone two, crazy. But my grandma's so sweet. My grandmother. Australian accent, you say grandma. Grandma. Grandmother. Okay, your chicken is there. Let's marinate it. Oh, let's go to your stove. Just so you're not going outside again. Okay, so this is our cheesecake base and our filling. So just using a lot of nuts tonight. Got nuts. So a lot of healthy fats. Good for your heart. Good for your blood sugar, metabolism. Keeping you fuller for longer. got some gelatin. We've got peanut butter in here as well. So in the base, you've got almonds and hazelnuts. And in here, you've got macadamias and peanuts. How good this is. And then you cut it into little squares, and it is the best afternoon tea or a snack. It could be even like a healthy breakfast as well. One of those things you can eat any time of the day. Low in sugar. Like I said before, you make it again with stevia, but very low on stevia at the moment. The only thing with these, it's like a Pringle can. You can't get your hand all the way down, and when you do, it gets messy. It always scares me to see the nutritional facts on the jar of nuts. The fat percentage is absurdly high. Yeah. Alright, now using your back of your spoon, just spread it nice and evenly. There you go, and then we're going to put it straight in the fridge. There we go. Wash my hands. Thanks, I have a lot of fats in me already. I can throw in pictures if you want to look at them. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Alright, so, just show you what it looks like. So that's your cheesecake in our little cute little dish that we thought was going to break. We were unsure. Food safe. I actually put it in the freezer to help it cool down a lot faster. And I'll transfer it back into the fridge overnight. Because it needs like quite a little bit longer. I remember last time when we made it on stream, kind of needed to be back in the fridge overnight. Okay, so back to our pad thai. What we want is our chicken in here. Like I said before, you can use prawns or shrimp. Pop a shrimp on the barbie. Okay, so I want about a tablespoon of fish sauce. Some chili flakes. Oh shit, not that many. Mind my language. Oh, that'll work. Who cares? Okay, now we want some 1.5 tablespoons of soy. Like that. Chester. Stevia. Or brown sugar, whatever you like. Coconut sugar. So who said they like pad thai? It's a super easy recipe, so if you ever want to try it, go with something like this because it's simple. Pad thai itself, it doesn't have to be a lot of, calories. It's a bad rap for having, being unhealthy. Where did my garlic go? Me. Okay, I might use one of these. Can't remember if I've had pad thai. Alright. Chester wants to go outside, but he's just been outside. And Exceed brought him back in. Because there's a dog out there, so he wants to talk to the dog. And he just likes to be outside, don't you? Look at this. He's asking me to open the door for him because he's been scratching. Do you not hear me? I was breathy. I want to go outside. Come here. Come here. Look, you want some chicken skin? Sit. Oh, Romy's here. Romy hurts and Romy gets the other one. I'm just going to give you both chests. Just a bit of chili flakes on it. So I'll wash the chili flakes off. Here, Rome. Come here. Chester, go away. Rome, come. Sit. Whoa, you're like a machine. Hello, Daz. Welcome back. Daz Nova Nation. Okay. Need a chopping board. Pad Thai. Feels good, man. Yeah. Okay, so 3 garlic cloves this time. Oh no. Oh, it's still got the skin on. There we go. Get our garlic crusher. So you could marinate it for a few hours. You could marinate it overnight, just to increase that beautiful flavor. So garlic there, and then you flip it open and grab this on the inside. Just give it much nicer flavor. A lot of garlic. I'm a garlic person. You guys know that. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to do is I just want to add a little bit of something like some extra crunch. And I couldn't get my hands, I didn't get any bean sprouts because by the time our food order comes on a Tuesday, bean shoots kind of need to be used straight away. So I like to buy them fresh, but I didn't get an opportunity. So I'm going to add a little bit of carrot into the pad thai, which isn't usually what you do, but and we're gonna have some egg in there as well. There we go. Okay, we've got everything organized. We've got coriander, got some spring onion. Hey Ash! Fresh bean sprouts are the only way to go. I know, yeah. But they don't you find that they go like really soggy really fast? So Desi, which area are you moving to? Like, is it far away from your current place? I'm so excited. Did anyone see, talking about appliances from your message, has anyone seen that oven that Exceed linked on Discord? Does anyone know anything about that ovens? What are they called again, Exceed? Because I think that would be a cool idea to have like a second oven that's like you sit on the bench. It's supposed to be, I know it's like $600, but it's like got a camera inside it, I think I was reading. I don't know if you could like, it detects the food and you can cook steak and it's like a smart oven. Yeah, a June oven. That's it. That is it. Alright, so going over to the stove. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the noodles. These noodles, the sriracha noodles first. So we're going to put some oil in here. Oven cam. That's my favorite. That's my dream is to have an oven cam. Alright. So today we're going to try two different types of noodles. We're making a traditional pad thai, and we're also going to use sriracha, so a konjac noodle to make them keto as well. I'm just hoping they keep in original Supergirl costume with the blue top, red cape, skirt, yellow belt, and red boots, especially as she's always known for that skirt. See, I don't remember oven. No, I read oven and then I'm like got oven in my head. I don't remember Supergirl, to be honest. I thought that, I'm gonna admit, I thought that Wonder Woman and Superman got it on. That's like that. I never remembered Supergirl was a thing, but I'm mistaken. Slap on the wrist, Molly. Okay, what do we need? What do we need? Tongs, spatula. Let's go with spatula. That clip, oh my gosh. Ash. Hey Evan, oh my god. Funny girl, aren't you? So you want to put your noodles, it says to rinse and strain them multiple times and then pan fry them. So we're going to try this out. And we'll take them out and then I'm going to cook the rice noodles as well. So I think if you like Asian food, Asian dishes, you know, like fried rice and stuff, you like pad thai. I know there's a few people in chat that have never tried it. So this is supposed to get some of the moisture out so that it absorbs your sauce, I think that I read. So what I'm going to do is in here, I'm going to fill this with water and put the rice noodles. So we've got some rice noodles as well. So they're just going like that. They're very similar consistency, if not a little bit chewier. They look a bit like jelly, but they do taste quite nice once they're a bit soaked in a lot of the sauce. Alright, so what I'm going to do is now that it's kind of, I'm going to put it on some baking paper so that it can dry a little bit more. There we go. And to that, we're going to add our chicken. Oh gosh, it smells so good already. So we're using chicken thighs tonight. And we also got some peanuts. Noodles are so good, they are. Wonder Woman is with Superman and Steve Trevor as a relationship. What? That would be Okuma when they meet up. Wonder Woman is with Superman and Steve Trevor. I don't know what you mean, Guna. Wonder Woman is with Superman and Steve Trevor. What? You're talking about like Gal Gadot or who's Steve Trevor? Okay, Google, who is Steve Trevor?
According to Wikipedia, General Stephen Rockwell Trevor is a fictional character appearing in American comic books published by DC Comics, commonly in association with the superheroine Wonder Woman.
Oh. FFP, how you doing, Jeff? How you doing? Fire, Pad Thai's amazing. How you doing, Mr. Fire? How have you been? Are you gonna miss Succeed? I'm into more Chinese food than Thai. Oh yeah, I agree with that. That's good. Dim sum, a little bit dim sum. That does look delicious. Oh, I'm very excited. Okay, so we've got our chicken. We're gonna cook our chicken, and then what we're gonna do is take that off, and then I'm going to add some egg and then get some egg oh, what are you doing? It's just add an egg into the middle and get that egg action going. So what I like to do is crack an egg, because then you don't want to scramble it. You want to kind of have a little bit of white, a little bit of the yolk in there as well. So as long as you've got a non-stick pan, shouldn't be too bad. So you just want to crack it like this in the middle and then swirl it around. And then kind of let it sit. Get another one. Fire 88, have you been to Thailand? Who's been to Thailand before? FFP, Jeff, I want to ask you a question. What does your name mean, FFP? Because as a nurse, it means something different to me, and I don't know if it's like a gaming term or something. So then you're just cooking your egg like that. You don't want to incorporate it into your chicken, because you want still chunks of, until it's cooked, you don't want to incorporate it all. Egg noodles, sorry, rice noodles looking good there. I'm just gonna add another yolk. Gunnar, indeed, no, I co-host a fitness channel here on Twitch called Fit for Purpose. Hey, I was checking out your channel the other day. Very, very cool, by the way. Welcome to the Smelly Makes. You're the PT, right? Guys, if you haven't checked out Fit for Purpose, go and check it out. We love Australian streamers. Myself do workouts. Yeah, very, very cool. So this week is our last week in this kitchen. We're moving house. We're moving back to Western Australia next week. And then we're going to focus more on streaming. We've got a whole new kitchen setup. A better setup than like this. Because our old kitchen, you've left before. I used to be named Better Than Fitness, but recently changed, focus on Fit for Purpose. That's good. So good to hear. I like the ethos of your, wrong one. I love the ethos of, healthy cooking and healthy eating with exercising and stuff. Alright, so pad thai. Gonna turn that off. Just got a little bit of caramelization action going with your chicken, incorporating that beautiful egg. Okay, so we've got konjac noodles, so your super low calorie noodles, and then we've also got our rice noodles. So what I want to do is taste the difference, because I don't think there will be any. I'm going to add a little bit more marinade in a minute, make sure that's all cooked. We're going to add, I would add my bean shoots now, but I'm going to do some carrot. So yeah, we're new kitchen, more similar, that's not even a word, more like our old kitchen setup with the island bench and more bench space, which is going to be super exciting. We're going to focus more on streaming, do some more gaming setups, have like a room dedicated to doing other things other than cooking on the stream as well. So a little bit of shredded carrot, just going to soften that nicely. Just adding, you could add, zucchini in here, more vegetables, whatever you like, really. I know I'm going to get it on Reddit, because every time we post something that isn't authentic, then everyone complains. But it's quite funny, actually, because no one likes to live outside of the box on Reddit. You can't put vegetables in anything. Alright. So, that is our meat. So we've got our raw cheesecake in the fridge. Sorry, I didn't answer your question. I am the PT on the channel. Yes. We like to try and have fun and make fitness a part of people's everyday life. I'm a fan of keto cooking. Great! Well, welcome. Now I can formally welcome you, even though you've been lurking. It's lovely to see you. It's 10:54. I've not had breakfast yet. You're just like me, Gouda. That's what... Just when I get busy doing things like for the stream or whatever, like I always forget to eat. So it's good to have, I really find having pre-prepared meals like yogurt and we usually have like yogurt with fruit at the bottom in the fridge, and then we can pick up one of them to like a on-the-go lunch or breakfast. So it's nice to have snacks. This morning I had some leftover lamb from like the souvlaki that we had. It's nice to have like snacks already pre-prepared in the fridge when you're on the go, or even when I'm at the computer to just snack on. I'm just one of those people that like to snack on nuts or fruit and things, or vegetables. Chef de party! Thank you for that, host. I can't really dance because my back's a little bit sore, so I'm gonna do some more yoga this afternoon. Oh, this afternoon's night time. I know this makes me sound like a monster, but eggs with chicken is so delicious. I like eggs and chicken. It's like fried rice, there's eggs and chicken and whatever. It's easy to forget, especially when you're busy, definitely. But, you know, breakfast is the most important meal. You should be refueling your body every few hours. So even if it's just something small, something with some good healthy fats will keep you feel fuller. You know, something like the cheesecake that we're making, it's full of good for healthy fats that are going to help your heart, brain development, help you concentrate better. So sometimes I just have something like that in the fridge that you just like bite-sized pieces, and you can kind of nibble on that, and keeps you sustained. We're always jealous at seeing Exceed bring the food. So for those that don't know, I'm Molly, and we have Exceed, who's the man behind the scenes. And he was telling me the other day that everyone at work, or like since we've started the stream, maybe a year and a half, that people used to comment on the food that he used to bring to work, because it was always like there was a lot of food, it was very extravagant, and everyone used to comment. So Fire88, are you at work next Tuesday? I might send him for his last day with some food. Some fancy food. Sorry to hear about your back is whack right now. Thank you, Ghostmink. We're moving house, so I need to make sure that I'm looking after it and lifting properly. It's just being a nurse and, you know, just rushing and things like that and not looking after your back. So the most important thing is, you know, strengthening, you know, doing exercise and proper technique, because you don't have anything unless you have, you know, good posture and like your back. Once it's screwed, then you can never go back. And I see a lot of patients coming in with chronic back pains and back issues because they haven't looked after their back and strengthened their back. And for me, like, if I haven't exercised, then like the muscles around my spine will get like relaxed, and that's where I'll feel sore. But the moment that I start exercising again, doing my hamstring exercises and kind of looking after myself, then it starts to get better and I don't have any pain. So it's just kind of getting back into the routine. And it's the funny things when your body says to you, hey Molly, you kind of need to get fit again, which that's another reason we're going home, so we can get back to our PT and start getting back to fitness. Because when we first started streaming, I was making really unhealthy food, trying to like impress everybody, and then I just went downhill. So now we're just getting back into eating healthy food, enjoying ourselves again, but showing you guys that healthy food doesn't have to be boring. My mother hurt her back because I accidentally stepped on a crack. If you break your mother's back, if you step on a crack, you break your mother's back. Okay. I mean, I didn't know you knew that. Alright, so I'm just straining off these rice noodles here. So I would prefer to be able to like, well, that's what I might do actually. I might split the, Fire88, my standard routine when I was still in the same office was always ask him around 11 o'clock what goodies he had got this time. He's been telling me the last few weeks that I've been slipping hard because I haven't been giving him his granola with his yogurt in the morning. And sometimes if I forget, if we don't have a stream the night before, then I can't be bothered cooking, so he doesn't really get any food. So sometimes he's been going to the cafe on, like, what days was it? It's usually like on a Monday if we don't stream or we eat all the food, pork seed goes without food. So I think he's got soft a little bit because he's so used to having good food, and that he's more critical of me because maybe my cooking skills have got better, and then when I can't be bothered cooking or I like slip, then he's like, that wasn't a good one. But he's always very appreciative. I know that, and you know, we just have a joke together. But I'm happy that you guys were a little bit jealous. You spoiled him. But he deserves it. He deserves it. He's the man that behind the scenes. He cleans the kitchen. He does much more for me than I do for him. So if I can cook for him some good food, and that's good. Okay, so I think we're gonna do this. Oh, we'll go to the stove, please. So what I'm gonna do is kind of split this in half. Because I really feel like pad thai, you need to have that kind of fried noodles rather than, you know, just go. Right. Heat that. So in this one, I'm gonna add the konjac noodles. And then in the other one, I'm gonna add the rice noodles. Oh goodness. Oh, it's hot. I don't want to add all of them because I feel like there's too many. There we go. And we might add some more marinades. So more fish sauce, a little bit more soy. It's a bit boring. When I was cooking the chicken, it kind of absorbed it all. The key to good pad thai is good quality fish sauce. So you can use coconut aminos or some tamari as well if you wanted to go gluten-free. Oh, look at that. And it's not proper pad thai because we didn't have, I don't know, the supermarket that I bought the shirataki noodles from, or the konjac noodles, didn't have the thicker noodles, and here also I don't have fettuccine noodles either, or you know, those pad thai noodles, so it's okay. It's a little bit different pad thai, but we'll survive. Needs to be a bit more saucy. That one looks good. And then we'll add a little bit more stevia, just to kind of give it that balance. And a little bit of lime juice as well is the key. This one's better because it's got the bigger pan, whereas I feel like this one's just going to fail from, it's got like this tiny ass pan. There we go. Lime juice, the key to bring it all together. So funny, limes here in Australia have no juice, but when I lived in Brazil, you just pick one up and you just squeeze it like a tiny bit and the juice would pour out of it. But here they're just so, I think it's the climate that they're grown in. We just don't have that, the right climate. Ooh, tamari! So we don't have bean shoots, which is a bummer. Garlic, we've added some nuts and some coriander, so we'll do that when we plate it up. It's looking really good though. I'm quite impressed with these konjac noodles, but only time will tell everyone. Okay, so we've got identical bowls. There we go. And what we're going to do is get some tongs. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Oh. So you just want to grab this like that. So you've got that zestiness from the lime, sweetness from the stevia, saltiness from your soy, and a beautiful egg in there as well. And then these ones here are rice noodles. Whoop. Presentation's not very good. BRZT, hello! Pad Thai is one of your favourite dishes. We were doing two different versions. One with keto-friendly noodles, one without. Okay, spring onion like that. And what do we want? Coriander. I'm a huge coriander fan, because he doesn't like it. He doesn't like a lot of herbs, and you know, he likes them to mix through. I like them like so much on top and everywhere. He doesn't like to, I don't know, like feel them in, you know. Don't like the texture, I suppose. Peanuts, of course, of course, of course, of course. And peanuts. And the lime to top it off, of course. If I know how to open this. Okay, so some unsalted nuts, peanuts. Has to be peanuts. You can do cashews, but not for me. I think you can put these on top, or you can fold them through as well. So much peanuts today. We've got our raw cheesecake with peanuts. Pad Thai, and then a little bit of lime in there. Oops. Would you eat it with chopsticks, or would you eat it with a fork? Rate your ability. Who's the type of person that goes to an Asian restaurant and eats with a knife and fork? I do sometimes. If it's I prefer to eat with chopsticks, but sometimes if I'm really hungry, I just want to get it in my mouth as soon as possible. Okay. Chopsticks all the way. You mentioned that you were a nurse. As a medical professional, have you an opinion on keto? So, it's really hard to say, because I don't like giving my opinion on like medical things, because there's always someone who's done more research and specific has done more research specifically in an area. So I don't like giving my opinion that isn't I don't like there's more educated people in that area. Where like I'm an operating room nurse, you ask me about medications and things like that, I can tell you. But for me, my opinion is that if it works for you, any diet will work, in my opinion. Like majority, any diet will work if you stick to it. It's going to help you lose weight, but it has to be sustainable. For me, we're not strictly on keto, but we're using low carb recipes, low sugar, and it's about the way that it makes you feel, but you have to be able to sustain it for a longer period of time. And for a lot of people, they crash diet and it makes them feel great, but then after a few weeks or a few months, then they're like, oh, I want a piece of cheesecake, and they're deprived of those small things that they like, that they fall off the bandwagon. Whereas this, like, rather than pigeonholing myself and saying I'm keto, we're saying we're cooking keto recipes, because then we have the flexibility to make things on the stream. But anything that makes you sleep better, makes you feel better, increases your metabolism. For me, it's feeling less bloated, having more energy. That's what I love, and that's what keto does for me. I'm a huge fan of bread. I don't like potatoes or pasta, but I love bread and like carbs, as in like scones and things like that. And I love baking. So that's been the transition, but it's also made me experiment with other things like making keto friendly bread, because it's sustainable for me. I can eat all the things that I want to eat, but just in a different way. And I think that it's got a proven, the science behind it, the research behind it, is that it burns your body fat, it makes you feel fuller for longer, and absolutely, I've done a keto diet in the past while running ultra endurance events. I thought it was amazing, but I hear a lot of people doing it with the goal of losing weight, but I think it's healthier to do it with the mental aspects and other health benefits. Yeah, definitely. So for me, like I want to make myself feel better rather than feel deprived. And I've done, crash diets in the past. For me, it's about feeling better, and then losing weight will be a byproduct of that. For me, I struggle with sleeping, I think it was all of the sugar that I was eating, and all of that like crap. And I think people look at keto and think, oh, I can eat cream, I can have butter, I can have all of this fat, and they use it as an excuse to eat all this fat and reduce their sugar, but you have to do it all in balance, I think. So it's important that, that you're looking at your calorie intake throughout the day, and also not forgetting about exercise and having it as a whole lifestyle, and slowly changing into it, not being like one day you're going to eat a Big Mac and you're going to eat all this crap, and then the next day you're going to eat broccoli for the rest of, broccoli and almond butter. It's not like that. You kind of have to work it in with your life, and then you'll have the after effects of losing weight and feeling better. But yeah. Everything in moderation and balance, indeed. Yeah. That said, ketones are my screen's a little bit further away. So if you don't flush your organism, for example, drinking lots of water, you have a high risk of destroying your kidneys and liver. Yeah, then that's with a lot of, health in general, that you have to drink a lot of water, and you have to rehydrate your body. The basis of health, firstly and foremostly, is increasing your water intake to a acceptable limit. You don't want to go and drink a pool, but you need to be able to rehydrate your cells, help flush all the your toxins and the byproducts of metabolism out, and then get all the good stuff in, your electrolytes and things like that. Water fixes everything. Can you do a college budget keto meal at some point? I'm really interested in it, but worried I can't afford it. One thing is that keto is a little bit more expensive, but there's definitely ways that you can go around it. BRZT. I have a friend who has a keto bread recipe. Oh, we did make keto. Jeff, thank you so much for that sub. So as a sub, you receive all of the recipes that we make on stream. There's usually a sign here. So that's why I automatically point here. So as a sub, you receive all of the recipes made on stream. So we've got a big file of about 530 recipes. So if you want to join our Discord and make sure your Twitch is linked with your Discord, a sub-only section will pop up. You get 500 Molly dollars, which is our in-stream currency to get you started with redemptions. So we have the green screens in here. It means that we can theme the kitchen. We have 2 theme streams, at Gamer Grub and Around the World. But redemptions, they work like you can make me choose a specific ingredient, say like asparagus or something to cook with, all the way up to the top tier is choosing a whole theme for the stream. So last week we did Southern Comfort Food for Emma. The week before we did Harry Potter for April. And we like to have a lot of fun in the kitchen. And in our new house, we're gonna have a whole new setup so it allows for more immersion. So I'm very, very excited. You get the pin, the Miss Molly makes emote, your knife and fork, and you get a pin in Mollytopia. So you're in Australia. I'm gonna guess Sydney or Queensland. Get your pin up there. If you give us your location. Thank you so much for that sub. Your support means a lot to us. It goes back into our groceries each week. South Australia, what? Okay, cool. So I was totally wrong. All right, I'm gonna give you an orange pin. So this is a visual representation of our subs. So there's your pin, Jeff. I'm gonna pop you here. This is Mollytopia, our sub world map. And we'll go there. So there's your pin. You always know where you reside in Mollytopia. There you go. Thank you so much for your support. Cool. So have you started doing your cooking streams yet? Drowning? Are you drinking water? I can't wait for the new place. Feels good, man. Me too. Just gonna stab myself with. Hungry? You haven't drunk enough water. Sick, stressed, unfocused. Have you drunk enough water? Sounds like an ad. Okay. Oh my god. I think that fits my idea. Okay, so pad thai. You guys look at that for 2 seconds. Let's get a little bit closer. Done a few, mainly meal prep stuff. Oh, lovely. Healthy version of fast food. That would be so cool. So guys, jump over and join Jeff's channel. Do you want to link it in chat? Because it's a little bit different. It's fit for a purpose. That's it, right? Just getting this cheesecake out of the fridge. So like I said before, you want to kind of let this sit for a little bit longer. You should have a hydration bot. I never drink enough water, so usually I have a water bottle. I got it out of the fridge and then I put it back in to get this. I usually have a bottle of water. Oh, stop, slow down, Molly. Breathe. A bottle of water that I drink, but I always forget. Thanks so much for the shout out, no problem. It's lovely to have you here. This is my work water bottle, so it's got my name. You know, now I'm unemployed. I can take this off. How much water should we drink? Too chatty. Have you drunk enough water? So hydration is all dependent on your body size and your physical level, really. But Jeff would know. How about that, Jeff? Do you want to answer that question for me? But you know, it's between 2 to 3 liters, 2 to 4 liters. You just want enough based on your weight, definitely. See, as a nurse, we did like a nutrition and like health unit, but I work in an operating room, so I could tell you about different parts of the body and what they do and process and stuff, but that's something that I want to learn more about, the nutrition. So I was thinking about doing a course so that I can just educate you guys more, talk more about food, because that's what really where I want to go is, rather than nursing, I want to cook more. All right. Oh, see, the camera's gone out. 1.5 liters is enough for most people, but it depends how much you sweat throughout the day. Yeah. Cool. I think knowledge is power, and so the more you know, you're always upskilling and learning more. And I think that I'd love to learn more about food, just so that I can make my cooking better as well. So you see this, I want to show you. So this is cool, but it's not cool enough. So it's not pulling away from the baking paper as it should, because it kind of needs to stay overnight. So even when I cut it, it will be okay, but it won't be as solid. Gelatin needs a good, 6 hours. I believe there is one in Melbourne called the Sweat Lab. They'll perform some tests to see how much you lose and exactly what sort of type of minerals you're leaching. Wow! Because it's definitely true that different body types sweat more than others, and also your heritage as well. You'll find that a lot of Mediterranean body styles will sweat a lot more, but it doesn't really matter. I know there's a guy that I work with who had to have injections, like Botox injections, because he would just sweat a lot, and sweat from their palms. People sweat from their feet as well. So there is a condition. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's like hyper something. Some people may need more potassium. And so, lovely. Okay, so this is peanut butter cheesecake. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna drizzle some chocolate over it. I like to drizzle the chocolate after it's cut, but you'll see I might have to take all the photos after, like tomorrow morning, because it's so good. Hyperhidrosis, I think, is the name. Okay, Google, what is another term for sweating?
The following are some synonyms for sweat: perspire, swelter, exude perspiration.
There's a medical word, but I can't think of it. It's when you're, I can't even think. So when you're unwell, like you have a fever, there's a term for it, but I can't think of it. Ash, does it scale linearly? Found an estimate for every 1 kilo of body weight, you would need 0.03 liters of water. So if you are 60 kilos, you should drink about 2 liters of water a day. But just like Jeff said, it's all dependent on your activity level and what you're doing. But it's also what feels right for you. You can go over and above water intake and drink too much water, and then it's like your cells are drowning and you can die by drinking. I think a lady drank 9 liters of water and she unfortunately passed away because her body was like, you need to excrete this water as well. But if you're not going to the bathroom and you're not excreting it, then your body is holding all of this fluid, and it's not good. So there are dangerous levels on both sides, not drinking enough and also drinking too much. It's very different for each person, and your absorption rate changes and your electrolyte levels too. Yeah. Very cool. Alright, let me try and find a thing to be able to cut this and put it on. So we are moving our container arrives on Monday, so I've been trying to slowly pack things that I don't think we'll need, but then I find out that we do need them. So I packed 3 boxes today and I've left them open, and they're just sitting there. There's 2 down here and there's 1 around the corner, just in case I need to access it. But they're all packed, ready to go. But if I do need to get in there, I can, without having to open it and, make any fuss. Okay. If I'm not feeling like drinking water, you can add a bit of lemon. Yeah, I find that mint, you can add a little bit of cut up orange or berries. things like that. Okay, so this is your cheesecake. So then you just use soaked macadamias with a bit of peanut butter in there as well, some gelatin. What else do we use? A little bit of stevia. Then the base, you've got hazelnuts and almonds, an egg yolk to keep it all together, coconut oil, and then we're going to drizzle some raw chocolate or sugar-free chocolate, whatever you have, on top. So see how it's kind of keeping together, but it's just not, it's not perfect. Oh, see, this side's much cooler than that side. Yeah, the more I get into the middle, the more it's not ready. Have a good night, everyone. I gotta head off. That cheesecake looks amazing, by the way. Thank you very much. And Jeff, thank you so much for that sub. Welcome. And hopefully I can catch your stream sometime soon. Now we're gonna have some downtime at night time now that we're gonna stop streaming for 2 weeks. And I'll be able to catch your stream. Hope you're having a great night. And guys, go and check him out. Support some more Australian streamers, especially in the kitchen. Okay, here we go. Repacify, how you doing? Okay, that's all I'm gonna try and do, because the rest is just too, way too soft. And then, what? Times like this that I can't be bothered making the chocolate. It just takes so long. I'm gonna do a cheats version of the chocolate. I'm so sad Molly won't be streaming for so long. Ghost Mink, we won't be streaming the kitchen, but we're hoping to be able to do some type of IRL stream or whatever. Don't worry, you won't miss out on the Molly action. We'll find some way to be around. Some way to be around. Like camembert or something. What? Molded cheese. Hey Macarena. Looks like mold. That's not a nice thing to say. It feels like she only just got back from a holiday break. Oh gosh, you guys don't give me a hard time. It was a month ago since New Zealand. Don't forget about us. Don't forget about me. Just think, I know that it's going to feel like, you know, it's a long time, but the way you gotta think about it, guys, is that it's just gonna make it so much better when we come back and get so excited for a new kitchen, because it is gonna be so much better. Working with young adults is so exhausting. Alright, so I've got 70% dark chocolate here, and I'm just going to add some coconut oil. So that's going to help it be like a thinner consistency. Usually what I do is use cocoa butter and then cocoa and stevia. What age range do you consider a young adult? Ghost Mick, I think you're young. And then you want to like drizzle this over top of your. I need to clean my microwave. I think there's something in there that's cooking. 13 to 19 in boxer age. Oh, the puppies look so cute. Oh, I think it's time to do some stretches. put a heat pack on my back. Okay. So. Your chocolate, sweet like chocolate, brings me so much joy. Sweet like chocolate. Oh. And that was the old Cadbury ad. Do you guys remember that? Oh, I'm just talking to the Australians. There's not many of us in the chat, but. Oh. It's kind of not doing what I want it to do. It's a good spoon. Don't dribble. Yeah. There you go. I'll read young books forever. So then this here, you can just, it's still a little bit warm. Mix. Okay. So I don't know what's best, like to do it in this pattern or just to like pour it over. Let's just do the run over thing. There we go, like that. It's got some lumps because I didn't melt it. God, doesn't matter. There'll be nice lumps. Oh wait, my job. Keep hydrated, guys. So I had to teach a lot of kids, a lot of classes with students that age range. Okay, let's try this noodles. Noodle. I'll take a photo of them before, just in case I like ruin what they look like. So this is the rice noodles, and then this is the shirataki noodles. Okay, are you ready? So, should we try the shirataki noodles or the rice noodles first with the pad thai? What do you think? That looks awesome, Molly. Thanks, guys. Fire. Molly, water, sorry. It's here. We're playing Captain Planet and Planetarians. Captain Planet. Is this the one with like the rings? With our powers combined. Captain Planet, he's my hero. Gonna take pollution down to 0. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna go with we'll go with the normal pad thai first. Good. Nice. And then, this is the keto version. So same style except different noodles. This is good. Like it's a little bit of a different texture, but you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know at all that they were different noodles. So what I did is I dehydrated them. No, sorry, I rinsed them. And then I put a lot of water and then rinsed them again. And then I strained them off. And then I used a fry pan with some oil in it. Put the noodles in there and just fried them a little bit, because what that's doing is it's dehydrating and getting some of the moisture to absorb, evaporate. And then what happens is that when you put it with the sauce, it's so dehydrated, so it wants to suck some of that sauce up. And that's how you get it to absorb the flavor, and then you won't tell that it's a different noodle. So good. I'm very happy. And now we have the cheesecake. So you dry fried them. Well, you could do either. I did them with some oil. So this is the keto version. This is the non-keto version. And I like both, but I probably prefer that one. I don't know. Because these are like non-pad thai noodles. And now we're going to try some of this. This cheesecake. So it's still a bit soft. It needs to stay in the fridge for a little bit longer. But that, my friends, is a dairy-free... Oh gosh! The base fell off. Dairy-free cheesecake. Low sugar. Dairy-free. Gluten-free. So good. Molded cheesecake. It's definitely not cool enough. Because it's not solid. It's a bit messy. But try it, guys. I promise you like it. And something like that, I cut usually smaller slices, and you can eat it for breakfast, because you know, you like using stevia. It's a really, you know, you've got your nuts in there, you've got your good fats, will help you feel fuller, and so it's like a breakfast on the go, really, and a bit of protein from your nuts as well. You could add definitely some. I wonder if you could do. What's a lentils puree like? Blue cheese is so good. I love blue cheese. I like blue cheese. It's a compliment. If you said to someone else, oh, it's like a moldy cheese, everyone would be like, what? A cheesecake with like blue cheese? But that being said, I want to do a savory cheesecake one day. I think like a nice savory cheesecake would be really good. Cream cheese and maybe some blue cheese in there as well, with a bit of I don't know. Let's plan it. Savory cheesecake. Sounds good. What do you think? Our little cheesecake pieces. Oh no, he fell over. Look at that. Peanut butter. I think, you know what we need to do to top it off? There we go. Some peanuts on there as well. Peanut butter, dairy-free cheesecake. And then our pad thai, keto pad thai. We added some carrot, but you could use definitely bean shoots. They look so lush. Thank you very much, guys. Oh my God. Okay. So next time on, it's a bit of a shorter stream, but tomorrow we'll be back in 1 day and 13 hours in the kitchen on Saturday making rosemary crusted chicken. But our next stream is in 19 hours. No, 21 hours, because we're doing evenings with Exceed. It's our gaming stream. So we're gonna play some Jackbox. We might do some Fallout. Oh no, we have Overcooked 2 came out. I totally forgot. We're playing Overcooked 2 as well. So maybe some Jackbox in there as well. But you can see Exceed and I play each other on Overcooked, or play with each other, which is gonna be a lot of fun. Thank you everybody. If you're new to the channel, make sure you join in the giveaway. It is drawn this Sunday, so you don't have to be here when it's drawn. We will get in contact with you because we know time zones suck. But feel free to share the link and we are giving away a Down Under box full of Australian goodies, and then 4 other prizes of cookies, and it will be drawn on Sunday. So hit the link, missmollymakes.com/giveaway, and there's up to 9 ways you can enter. We're going to jump over and we are going to host Kid Kerrigan. So, oh, G's in there. Let's go to Kid Kerrigan. Let's go see Kerry. So she's an amazing Australian streamer. Jump over and say hi with me, and we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you for stopping in. Lots of love. Bye bye.